Say hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
Welcome to our day.
Oh, good boy.
Our day, rock and roll.
That was the best. So when I say my skin is thin, when a dog pulls at my skin just once.
It wasn't even that aggressively.
No, it wasn't. But my skin is stupid.
It was playful, and it was a reasonably gentle playful.
Yeah, literally all she did was that, to come at me for the ball.
Yeah, which obviously they were actually playing, so it's not Alba's fault or anything.
Oh no.
Give you these.
But I've now got a hole in my skin with blood literally ballooning in it and that going down. So having thin skin sucks, and it's obviously because of my steroids, but also because of my EDS, but it just ruins playtime and it's shit and I hate it.
Yeah, because it's not just thin, it really hurts you.
Yeah, like mega. And this one, she's done it right over like a vein or something, which is why it's now pooling like that with blood. Kind of see it a bit. There. Bless her, but yeah, it is very annoying and very frustrating, and I hate it. But we've got to be careful because right here is a stretch mark, and then for those that don't know,
oh, princess.
Dribble. Steroids give you really bad stretch marks anyway, but with having EDS, the stretch marks are even worse, and I have one on my stomach. It literally goes from my belly button up to underneath my boobs. And it's probably about 2 inches wide. You
were really upset when you first had that one, weren't
I was,
you?
yeah.
Because you thought it was just weight related, but since then we found out that she's got EDS and everything, so yeah, it makes sense now.
It does.
And we've seen like other people who have got EDS
exactly the same.
The exact same stretch mark.
Yeah, but this one that's right here, you can see there. It starts here and goes to there, but it then also comes up, and it comes up to here, but it runs over either a vein or an artery. I don't know which one it is. But if that gets caught, it's going to rip open whatever blood vessel that is that runs right underneath it. When it's at a certain point in the day, you can see it like going across.
Really prominent. Like,
we can kind of see a bit now, but yeah, it's not great, and it does really worry us. Oh, thin skin. But tomorrow we have a hospital appointment for my lungs. Got to be at 9:30, and I'm really hoping they're going to do something.
Nope.
No, 8:30. Because nearly every morning, basically, I'm throwing up in my mouth. Sorry, TMI. Because of, I'm like flooding with gunk. And I really want it sorted now.
Yeah.
So.
It's not good, is it?
So hopefully
it's okay.
we can let you know tomorrow what's happening.
The answer to that is yes. Yes, I am. Alba, that's socks. Where are you taking them? You're far too cute. You're far too cute. You're gorgeous. Yes, you are. Can you go take them to Mama? It's really cool. So I wanted to make my dad a Father's Day card, and I remembered that when I used to live in our old family home, at one point my dad and I went on our own for a walk in the woods, and we were taking photographs and just enjoying nature and having daddy-daughter time, which was really lovely. And and I don't have any pictures of that because obviously I don't have any pictures of us like actually walking together, but I saw these tunnel cards on Google. I don't know why I was specific about Google, but either way, and I really liked the idea of them. I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to make him a tunnel card, which is basically like different layers cut out to make something look three-dimensional, as you can see. But as I said, I didn't have a picture, so what I did was I took a picture of just like a forest, just like a 2D picture of a forest, a picture of my dad and a picture of me, and using my app on the tablet, I created stencils and then had the Cricut cut them out, and then as you can see I stuck them all together using UV resin, which makes it go clear. So, and like if you want it to stay paper coloured, don't use UV resin on paper. However, I tested it first and knew it was going to do that, which is why I was very careful with only doing like the tiny bits, but it set it all in there. Look, it's really secure. But yeah, so this was going to be, I don't know what this purple is that just randomly appeared from nowhere. But yeah, it was supposed to be a card, but it kind of ended up being more of a present. So this is what it looks like from the front with a torch on. That's what it looks like without it, which is kind of cool as well, because you can really get the depth in there. But yeah, I really enjoyed making it. I don't know if I can get it so it's like level with it. Kind of. There you go. So yeah, so I'll get Charlie to put in the pictures that I actually used, and then you might be able to get a bit of an idea how I like cut them out and put them all together. But yeah, I really love it, and I know that my dad will too, which hopefully he will see tomorrow and you will see his reaction, hopefully, depending on whether he's up for being filmed or not. Yay!
Look at the new visor! When we were away, we were trying to search for these everywhere, because I didn't want a full-on hat, but I needed something to help with my migraines, and we saw these on the internet. Somebody makes them, and the money like gets donated to charity and things like that. So said the reason why I need it for my migraines is because when it's really sunny, I'm like this and I'm squinting, and that actually causes the migraine, which is really stupid and really annoying. Ugh. I hate our streets. But I got some blue on my... What on earth is blue on my oxygen? But anyway, we're on our way. Huh? Blue lemonade? Oh, I don't know. But we had to wake up at 5:30 for this damn appointment, so something good better come out of it, let's just say that. I got a sputum ready to give to him, because they can test things better there and not get it screwed up like our GP will. So, and he can see then the colour of my sputum. So hopefully that'll help. But let's just see what he can do for the fact I'm basically throwing up every single morning because of the gunk. And Soph said yesterday, she's like, I don't like being awake when you do your nebs now. How do I sleep through it? And I was like, sometimes you sleep through it, sometimes you stir, Sometimes you look at me, but then you roll back over and go back to sleep. Yeah, because Sophie's even turned and said that it's worse than it used to be. Sophie said it's quite distressing to witness. Let alone I can't imagine being the one having to deal with it. Which she's right, it is awful, and it is awful for loved ones to see it, because you're literally throwing up in your mouth but trying to cough, and then you're trying to get everything where it's meant to be, and it's just not pleasant. So we are just getting fuel. I might get you to get me a coffee, and yeah, off to the big city. Well, our local big city, Plymouth. So yeah, wish us luck. I know that we would already come out by then, but wish us luck. And I've just noticed my lips are very blue. The inside of them is nice and pink and red. The outside is blue. I think so. I think it is moisture, because I'm struggling to get the plugs up this morning. Typically. But, yes. Fuel! Look how cool this coffee looks. Not seen one of them before. I made a boo-boo though. We've got to go back home because I forgot the purse, and we need the purse because it's got the benefit form in, and to be able to get travel expenses back, we need the benefit form. Thankfully, we've just got to go past our house again because we had to get fuel, so it's not too bad, but it's still a pain in the ass because it adds probably about another 10 minutes onto our time. Sorry. Not good.
Is it coming in or going out?
It's coming in.
I mean, either way, it would be not good. Oh, yes, now it's landing. Why it sounds so loud then.
Yeah.
It's very clever, isn't it?
Yeah. That's sad. I hope they're okay.
Probably not trust it, but hopefully they'll be doing it.
Yeah. Just gonna finish my coffee, and then I'm gonna go in, go for a wee. They rung yesterday saying I needed an x-ray before I went to the clinic, so I'm gonna go in and have an x-ray as well. Look at us with our smexy new hats. Sophie's red with dragonflies on.
It's like a burgundy colour.
Yeah, and I've got butterflies and foliage. But yes!
I'm obviously in the car at the hospital waiting for Charlie to get out of her appointment, and this person and their child just walked past, and they were actually praising their child for being good in the hospital and for being really well behaved. And I think that more parents need to do that, because I think a lot of the time people are so focused on telling off their kids when they're naughty that they forget that positive reinforcement is more likely to make their behaviour better. I know we don't have children, but from experience, like with other people's kids and stuff, and like Zach for example, and just from like interactions that we've actually seen out and about with people, like what I just saw then, it just shows that it works, and that child was so well behaved, and it makes a really big difference. And kids don't want to be shouted at all the time, or like made to feel bad about doing something wrong. I mean, if it's dangerous or whatever, yeah, tell them that they've done something wrong, but praise them when they do something right. Don't just make them think that being good doesn't deserve praise, because that's not true. I think that kids do need that these days. But yeah, it made me smile that they actually were praising their child. So I wanted to tell you guys, it's really hot. It's very hot. I've kind of like cocooned them in, the window's still open, but like I've shaded them. I'm still like in the sun, but I've only got that to be able to shade them, and I'd rather shade them. But yeah, it's really hot. I keep having to turn the car on so that we can get a bit of air conditioning going in here, but at the same time I don't want to like keep the car running the whole time. But yeah, Charlie's been in there for quite a while now. She came out at like, her appointment's at 9, but obviously she went and had to go and have her scan. She got there at about 9:15, and she came back out to me at 9:30, like saying, "Babe, do up my bra, please, be quick." And I was like, "You done already?" And she was like, "No, I've not even seen the consultant yet." Because she'd only just gotten out of her scan, so like she was half an hour late for her appointment, for like her actual consultant appointment. But they knew that could happen because they told her to go and have the scan first, and they know that even that early in the morning there can be delays. So yeah, so that happened, but it was quite funny. But yeah, so hopefully she won't be much longer, but we shall see. We shall see.
Are we gonna go see Hayley? Yeah? Me too? Says Alba. Hayley? We're gonna go to her resting place. We got some gorgeous flowers. It's literally now as well, probably nearly 12? 10 past 12. So I got into the hospital at 8:30 and we left about half an hour ago. It's literally been so full on, so much to process, new medication. I will tell you all about it as soon as we get home, but for the first time since all this COVID shit has happened, and probably just before as well because it was winter time, I got a really good friend who passed away a good few years ago now. She had cystic fibrosis. Her sister did as well, and her sister passed away from it. Hayley had a double lung transplant on the 10th of December 2015, which worked really well initially and was really amazing. She got to do things she'd never been able to do before, like walk along a beach and be fine with it and things like that. But she caught an infection in the March and just went downhill from there and passed away in the May. And we used to, every time we would come to Plymouth, we would go visit her. But obviously, like I said, with the winter, Sophie generally used to run over and just put some flowers with her or whatever. And then when it's been nice like it is now, I can get down on the grass. But then obviously COVID hit and all appointments were just being on telephones or video calls and things like that, that we just haven't been to Plymouth. But today, with it being so, well, the other thing as well is that over in like the wintry, autumny times, it shuts at 4, and sometimes my appointments used to be in the afternoon. So by the time then that I had done with the appointment, the cemetery would have shut, because they shut at 4 in the autumn winter time. So we were having the appointment like 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning, and leaving about lunchtime. We decided to do it whilst we can, and the weather's been good, so I should be able to go as well. And we're going to take the girls down with us. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you've been here for around for as long as we've been vlogging, but if you're also new, every year we grow and release butterflies, and like Soph said, then Hayley's the reason why we do it. It's in honour of her. and we released them on or as close to her birthday in the August. It's something we did the year that she passed, and it's just something that we've kept up. It's a really lovely thing to do. It allows us to feel closer to her, and butterflies are huge for Soph and I. We had it was butterfly themed for our wedding, so yeah, they mean a lot. The tattoos that I've got in memory of Hayley and Soph's with her granddad, yours hasn't got a butterfly, has it? We got them at the same time. They kind of had this similar scripture, but obviously mine says breathe, Soph says granddad, and mine's got a butterfly on with that as well. So yeah, Hayley and I spent a fair few occasions in the same respiratory ward together, and then on the last occasion that we were there together, I kept sneaking into her cubicle and we would watch films and munch out, and if I went to go get a McDonald's I would bring her one back as well and things like that. Yeah. She was shitting herself. Yeah. The last time I was inpatient as well with my lungs, somebody had to go into a side room. If you didn't know, cystic fibrosis, you cannot mix, two CF people cannot go be in the same room with each other because their bugs mix and it can actually be really detrimental. So if you've got cystic fibrosis, you go into a side room. And the last time I was inpatient, somebody needed to go into the side room and they wanted the woman opposite me to go because obviously with my history I can go downhill quickly and things like that, and they don't really like me going in a side room. But I offered, but initially it was going to be in Hayley's side room, and it's always going to be Hayley's side room to me because that was the room she went in every time, because she never went up the other end of the ward because that's where her sister passed away. So they had to reconfigure everything just so that I could go into a side room but the other end, and then they had to obviously then put that patient in Hayley's room, but I just couldn't bring myself to be in Hayley's room. So yeah, but we are here. We'll bring you on the little journey to where she's resting. We're here. I'm going to tidy it up a little bit because it's quite overgrown with all the different weeds and things. So yeah, tidy it up and then we'll leave our flowers. So I just put some of these little roses just in their granddads because I pulled the dead ones out and thought I'd replace it with that. We put a rose of Gemma's and then all the other little ones over there as well. And yeah, we've just cleared it up a little bit and took all the deadness from around. And yeah, there's all of these dead bits and grass and everything as well, so we've just got rid of that.
We've come up with a plan though.
Yeah.
We're going to do a
like a cemetery box for the car.
Kind of
emergency cemetery cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
Just because obviously we feel bad that there's all the dirt from the cut grass and stuff like that, but we can't do that with our hands, so yeah, if we get some little brush and whatever, we can then help to clean it.
When we eventually get around to it, we can always make a video about it because it might be something that you guys might want, because
it's always handy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get the girls back because they are very hot. We moved them back in the shade. Yeah. So I suggested about putting some water. Oh yeah, now I know what it is. She is
not going down to you at all, is it?
Loving it. I hope he's having another drink. I do love that they have this facility. Obviously it's not for bathing dogs, but this is going to really help them try and cool down a bit.
Some water on your hair?
Yeah, mum.
Yeah. Want a bit more?
Yeah, mum.
Yeah? Put them on your back?
That's just sliding off your body. That's just sliding off your body. Yeah, you're really hot.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me put some more on your leg.
Bless them.
Come on, good girl. Is that nice and cooling? The bits that are
Scruffy she
actually
is.
going down.
Gorgeous. Are you a bit happier now with it being cooler? Yeah? Can I see your beautiful face?
Come on, my beautiful face.
Yeah.
You happy now?
Yeah, thanks, Mummy. Gorgeous. We're done. I am a mess. Soph is a mess as well with her face. How can you tell we've not seen sun in a while?
And that's with the head shape thing on.
Yeah, but we are on our way home. Try to go and chillax. Soph's got some Father's Day stuff to finish. And then I'll tell you all about the appointment. I want to go home now. Just had to get the girls their bedtime treats. I ran into Tesco's to get a Father's Day pudding. It's going on in Iceland like I'm going to be sick. This isn't good. My head hurts. Heat, early morning, not enough sleep, no nap. Long hospital appointment, not enough fluids. It's not good, so we're gonna go home and just try and drink a lot. I bought some apple juice, which is nice and cold, and obviously got the sugars, so hopefully that will help. And a nap. So this happened. I burnt. Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that earlier actually. I thought that it might have just been where you were led, but clearly not.
I've also got a very odd patch there.
Why is what?
And another very odd patch.
Is that why you asked if you were on Doxy?
Yeah. Because it's just come out so random.
Are you on Doxy?
I'm not.
No, you're not.
But this is a whole heap of mess. We got back, I slept from 3 till 5. Managed to have some food. And then slept from 6 till 10. My head's not great. And Sophie's just like, what's wrong with your eyes? And I can see it now, the swelling. I was like, I think my pressures are high. My migraine. Which really sucks because we're going to Soph's parents tomorrow. Because that's when we're doing Father's Day. Because on Monday we've got that horrible thing that we've been talking about we've had to do. So we didn't want to do it like back to back, Sunday to Monday, like Father's Day and then doing this. But I need to hope that this heap of mess goes. I've said to Soph that if it doesn't go by tomorrow, then like for her to just go see her dad anyway. And then they can video call me when they open it instead of them video calling us and us not being there. But yeah, a whole heap of mess that is causing my eyes to completely stream. Yay for doing something in a migraine. Look how cute she is.